Good evening and welcome to the evening news for today, Friday, September 30th, 2022. I am Timothy Jaikwan. Thank you for tuning in. Now let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. Government to soon meet with CGX on BERBICE Deepwater Port. Government seeking contractors to finance build young professional houses. Unattended FLAMBEAU sets LINDEN house on fire. Woman concerned as complaints against SKELDON hospital fall on deaf ears. And police in Region 6 working assiduously to tackle cattle rustling. Now for the news in detail. The Guyana government is slated to meet with representatives of Canadian company CGX Energy Inc. next week to have discussions on the deepwater port facility that is being constructed in BERBICE, Region 6. Here are the details from Vanu Manikchan.
This is according to Natural Resources Minister Vikram Bharat when contacted for an update on CGX's BERBICE Deepwater Port project. Previously, government had expressed concerns over the slow pace of the project and had given the company up to September month end to submit a plan on how it intends to move forward with the port facility. Bharat disclosed that he will be meeting with company representatives early next week to have general discussions on the project. CGX Deepwater Harbour project has been in the works since 2010. CGX's subsidiary, Grand Canal Industrial Estates Inc., has been engaged in civil works related to the construction of the US $130 million BERBICE Deepwater Port, which includes a multi-purpose terminal that would be used to service the agriculture and commercial trading sectors. Initially, it was expected that the offshore oil and gas support shore base would be operationalized by third quarter 2022 and the cargo terminal to be ready by the end of 2023. However, in its financial statements in August, CGX informed shareholders that it would be unable to meet the 2022 deadline and that a revised schedule for completion is being discussed with the contractor. President Dr. Irfan Ali has already indicated that Guyana has gotten serious interest from Abu Dhabi ports on establishing a deepwater facility in BERBICE. In fact, the UAE-based company has already visited and compiled technical information on the project. Reporting for the Evening News, Vanu Manikchand.
The Housing and Water Ministry's Central Housing and Planning Authority is looking to engage private contractors or developers to finance and build houses under its Young Professional Program. The strategy includes the contractors financing the construction of the units for beneficiaries who would be pre-qualified for allocation pending approval for financing from the commercial banks. The banks will provide payment to the contractors or developers for the approved application. There are 3 design options for construction. Interested contractors or developers are each invited to submit a proposal to the Chief Executive Officer of the CHNPA. The CHNPA would assess the response to this expression of interest and select those parties who would be invited to negotiate or participate in the housing development, with the applicable terms and conditions being provided. As the Guyana Police Force continues to probe a case of extortion from a well-known businessman, a wanted bulletin has been issued for controversial New York-based Guyanese politician Rickford Burke. Find out more in this Lawanda McAllister report.
Darwin Bess, a 45-year-old businessman of Bel-Air Park, Georgetown, was on Thursday charged for conspiracy to commit a felony when he appeared before Magistrate Fabia Azor at the Vigilance Magistrates Court, where 2 charges were read to him and he pleaded not guilty. He has been placed on bail in the sum of $100,000 on each of the charges, and conditions attached to his bail stipulate that he launch his passport and report to the police every Friday, starting from September 30th. On September 26th, a wanted bulletin was issued for the businessman in relation to a police investigation into the publication of a defamatory publication in an effort to extort. The businessman was implicated by Alex Wayne and Gary Eliezer, the 2 reporters who were arrested during a sting operation by police, as these reporters allegedly attempted to extort $1 million from an auto dealer. Police, in a statement, said investigators conducted video and audio interviews with Eliezer on Sunday. According to police, during the interview, Eliezer claimed that he was contacted by Bess, who told him that the businessman was evading taxes on imported vehicles, and he subsequently wrote the article and sent same to Bess. Eliezer then claimed that Bess sent the article to Redford Burke, where several paragraphs were added and posted on the Guyana News Network Facebook page and website. Notably, Eliezer also said that he had access to the GNN website for over a year and was given the website's password and username by Burke. Additionally, police said Eliezer claimed that he had also sent other articles targeting other persons to Bess and to Burke, who would then post the said articles to the GNN's website and Facebook page. A source close to the investigation told this newscast that the police have since obtained voice recordings of political activists who has ties to the People's National Congress Reform Party and the Guyanese businessman, both demanding $90 million from the local auto dealer in order to remove the article published about him. As the police intensified their probe into attempts to extort a whopping $90 million from the local auto dealer, Eliezer and Wayne remain in custody. Meanwhile, a wanted bulletin has since been issued for Burke in relation to the investigation. Burke's address is listed as Brooklyn, New York and Bartica Region 7. Lawanda McAllister, The Evening News.
In light of an increased prevalence of the practice of uttering dishonored checks to the Guyana Revenue Authority, the tax body has issued a warning to the general public that such an action is a criminal offense. The GRA has warned that taxpayers and their representatives making payments by dishonored checks may be subjected to prosecution, and those found guilty in a court could face imprisonment. Taxpayers are also advised that notwithstanding this penalty, associated interest and penalties continue to accrue from the due date of the payment until the liability is settled in full. Moreover, taxpayers making payments to the GRA by check are encouraged to ensure the information detailed thereon is accurate and that sufficient funds are available in their respective bank accounts to process the transaction. The GRA has warned that persons effecting payment by dishonored checks due to insufficient funds would be blacklisted and not allowed to make payments by personal checks for a minimum period of 6 months in the first instance, 12 months in the second instance, and permanently thereafter. The GRA has also reminded that it will not accept cash payments exceeding $2 million and that a manager's check would be required in those instances. Stay with us. More news ahead.
You want Sorry, I'm interrupting y'all.
Marla, I'm here taking the census.
Girl, you done got a husband already, huh?
Yes, I am a census taker, going door to door so that everyone can be interviewed and counted in the National Census 2022.
What's the census though?
Well, the Population and Housing Census is a count of the population and all the buildings every 10 years.
Getting counted transforms an entire nation.
From Region 1 to Region 10.
You know what? I believe our village needs a health center.
I think it needs some roads too. You see the man boots out there out full of mud, eh?
That's why I'm asking Mrs. De Silva a few questions from our questionnaire. We record the answers and then the data is used to help shape the future of the country.
Oh, so the two young.
Oh gosh.
Optic offers great patient care that is tailored for my entire family.
At Optic, a wide selection of affordable optical frames and optical services are available to fit your budget.
At Optic, my family is provided with comprehensive eye examination and access to the ophthalmology services, all under one roof.
Optic takes pride in delivering exceptional customer service and a unique experience to you, our customers.
Optic Vision Care is a company that is Guyanese born and grown that will help you take care of your precious eyes.
The
biggest party in sport is back for the 10th year of CPL.
Let's rock and roll, gentlemen. That is magnificent.
CPL will be bigger, better and louder than ever, with more sixes, more entertainment and more of the world's best players.
That is simply sensational. Yes.
Get your tickets now at cplc20.com or at the box office. Join the party. Experience cricket played louder.
Are you involved in a violent relationship and feeling hopeless? Does your partner shout at you, call you names, or hit you? Does your partner tell you where to go, who you can talk to, and how long you can stay out? Do you require your partner's approval on what you can wear? Does your partner keep money from you or takes your money? You are not alone. The National Coordinating Coalition is here to help. Call us on 628-7833 or 637-3319. We offer counseling, health support, and legal guidance to help you move forward. Our services are free and available for all migrants, Guyanese, men and women. Gender-based violence affects not only those who are abused and controlled, but hurts our families and communities. It hurts us all. Together, we can work to end it. A message from NGO National Coordinating Coalition and made possible by the support of the American people through the United States Agency for International Development, USAID.
Sorry, girl, you want me? Sorry, I'm interrupting y'all.
Marla, I'm here taking the census.
Girl, you done got a husband already, huh?
Yes, I am a census taker, going door to door so that everyone can be interviewed and counted in the National Census 2022.
What's the census though?
Well, the Population and Housing Census is a count of the population and all the buildings every 10 years.
Getting counted transforms an entire nation.
From Region 1 to Region 10.
You know what? I believe our village needs a health center.
I think it needs some roads too. You see the man boots out there out full of mud, eh?
That's why I'm asking Mrs. De Silva a few questions from our questionnaire. We record the answers and then the data is used to help shape the future of the country.
Oh, so the two y'all not...
Oh gosh.
Premier insurance coverage for less. Stay safe. Sun or rain? Up or down? No one knows what tomorrow will bring, but with Premier's commercial property insurance, you'll be ready. For all risks insurance, call 223-0840 or visit premierinsurance.gy. Fuel your success. Premier Insurance. Premier insurance coverage.
Optic offers great patient care that is tailored for my entire family.
At Optic, a wide selection of affordable optical frames and optical services are available to fit your budget.
At Optic, my family is provided with comprehensive eye examination and access to the ophthalmology services, all under one roof.
Optic takes pride in delivering exceptional customer service and a unique experience to you, our customers.
Optic Vision Care is a company that is Guyanese born and grown that will help you take care of your precious eyes.
Welcome back. You're watching the evening news. A house that was situated on a government reserve at Wismar housing scheme Linden is now destroyed following a fire that was ignited by an unattended flambeau. The incident occurred at around 21 hours last evening and has resulted in the building's occupant, Sean Stewart, being homeless. Upon arrival at the scene, firefighters observed the one-flat wooden building already engulfed in flames. The fire was extinguished and investigations are ongoing. Preliminary reports indicate that the purported cause of the fire is a lit flambeau which was left unattended, the flame of which came into contact with nearby combustible materials, sparking an ignition. Almost 1 month after a woman had filed a complaint against the SKELDON Public Hospital in Region 6, she has yet to receive word from officials regarding the matter. That is, if any investigation was conducted and what, if any, was the outcome. Our BERBICE correspondent Andrew Carmichael reports.
Sabrina Ramratan, a teacher attached to Quarantine Secondary School, says she wrote the regional health officer dated September 8 and was promised that contact will be made with her in regard to the complaint. The woman filed a complaint about treatment she received from the SKELDON hospital for the alleged rude attitude of staffers. However, after more than 2 weeks have passed without the complainant hearing back from authorities, she decided to approach the media. The first incident she complained about involved her sister having to visit the institution for treatment.
She just sat behind the door. I went looking for her half an hour after. I did not know she was behind the door. I pushed the door to check for her because I saw the beds were empty and she wasn't there. And I actually literally just hurt my sister because I didn't know she was behind a door sitting on a chair in that condition. I brought that to the nurse's attention. And the nurse was quite rude also, saying that she can't do anything about it. She runs this place, she can determine who can get the bed and not. The RHO did acknowledge receipt of this and she says she's going to look into the matter. The following day, my sister had doctor in charge, Dr. Virasamy, spoke about this and I gave her feedback what happened and she never responded to us.
In addition, Ramratan says recently her baby was taken to the SKELDON hospital where the doctors prescribed antibiotics. Not trusting the prescription, the woman visited a private medical facility whereby she was informed not to use the antibiotics.
He examined the child's lungs and it was okay. He said there was no blockage and whatnot. However, I asked him what was the reason for her to, be coughing like this, and he said it's normal cold and it will go away. So I asked what medication I could use to get rid of it, or if it's just, you can just pass it out as a phase. And I didn't mention it, but my family doctor advised me to use that bottle chloroquine for children, and he condemned it immediately, saying that no, that is wrong, it's harmful to the baby, and that also it's not for children under the age of 2, and it can cause side effects. And in my mind, I was wondering, why would you give a baby, a 5-month-old baby, antibiotics? So I didn't say anything, I did not talk. I thanked the doctor and I left. I was shocked when I got the result from the doctor, the pediatrician at Hanamaya Hospital. She administered an X-ray, and after the result was out, she could have concluded that the child indeed has no infection or pneumonia or any sort of bacterial infection that would call for an antibiotic.
Ramratan says her concerns are that many may not be able to go to a private facility to see a pediatrician and may result in giving their infants medication which may be harmful. Effort to solicit a comment from the RHA proved futile. Andrew Carmichael, for Evening News.
Following an upsurge in cattle rustling in Region 6 East BERBICE Quarantine, police in the region say efforts are being made to address the issue and ensure that farmers' animals are safe. Our BERBICE correspondent Andrew Carmichael, who has been following the issue on the ground, joins us again with this report.
Many instances of cattle rustling go unreported to the police. Farmers have claimed that the police lack of interest in investigating the crime as their reason for not reporting when it happens. Nevertheless, some cases are reported. On September 8, 3 heads of cattle, 2 of them pregnant and the third gave birth hours just before, were stolen and slaughtered at number 56 Village, Quarantine. The animals were killed a short distance from the pen they were in. On September 1st, a cow and its calf were slaughtered and the meat put into a vehicle and taken away. The incident occurred at Salton Farm, also on the Quarantine. On May 4th, an 82-year-old cattle farmer of number 64 Village, Quarantine, lost 3 heads of cattle. 1 had given birth the previous day. The animals were released from the pen and slaughtered. According to Hari Prasad Angad, on several occasions, cattle have been stolen from him and slaughtered in the back dam. Just weeks prior, 2 animals were missing from his pen. That same farmer once reared sheep, but all were stolen. Farmers in the Upper Quarantine say cattle go missing fortnightly and sometimes body parts are discovered in the savannas. Detective Regional Officer Raul Ned says they are working to tackle cattle rustling across the region. Addressing the media on the issue recently, the superintendent says they are looking at all players in the circle, including butchers.
We are also presently dealing with the increase in cattle rustling within the Region 6, and we have that team and the CID along with intel that we are attacking that problem head on. We will be looking at both the persons who are supplying and the persons who are selling. So you should see some more reports in the coming weeks or a month.
Some farmers in the past have reported that they have supplied the police with names of suspects, but the police have not investigated or charged those persons. Some say they have even provided what they refer to as evidence to the police.
We believe in investigating, having evidence, seeking legal advice, and then sending based on the legal advice for prosecution.
For DB News, Andrew Carmichael.
As Guyana joined the rest of the world on Thursday to observe World Maritime Day, the government hosted an exhibition at the Artichon Conference Center, wherein several stakeholders had booths on display. Speaking with the media, those stakeholders shared their thoughts on the World Maritime Day theme, New Technologies for Greener Shipping. Here's a look.
My name is Tulsi Bisasar.
And your position here?
I am one of the trainers and part of MATPAL Training Institute. As a training institution here in Guyana, we feel that we are part of this inherently because we are training seafarers to operate in the maritime sector. It has reached that time in our life that we have to start focusing on the environment in terms of protecting and caring and keeping the environment intact or pristine. So part of our training in our mandate with the STCW conventions, we have to adapt to this. We have to adapt to a greener environment in terms of pollution control. That's the main aspect that we are looking at. It starts from here at home, and when we get onto the ships, yes, it is very important for us to acknowledge it and to understand it.
My name is Talia. I'm the Employee Relations Coordinator for EDO. Eldorado Offshore is one of the leading recruitment and manpower agencies in the oil and gas sector. Although we do have some non-energy clients as well. We contribute because as we recruit, what we do is we source employees for the main players or the contractors for the oil and gas operation, and we train them and we send them offshore for work, ensure everything is okay. So they're EO employees. Right? For this year's team, one of the ways that we have been able to contribute to a greener economy using technologies that we were able to successfully create a hybrid system, which means that our company operates remotely about 90% of the time. So we work from home and we're able to develop technologies to do online interviews, recruiting, timesheet management, even the crew change coordination is done online. And that way we believe that we are contributing to a healthier environment as well because, you know, less commute, so that's less emissions. Because we're working remotely and everything is done online, that means less paper trail. So, you know, we get to conserve in every way possible.
My name is Renelsi Williams and I am an environmental officer at EPA. For Maritime Day, I would say we definitely play a big role because we ensure that all projects are within compliance and that the environment is safe for everybody.
My name is Katina Ben-George and I'm the Vice President of WIMAC Guyana, Inc. WIMAC Guyana is a chapter basically focused on empowering women in the maritime community, in the local maritime community. WIMAC Guyana is a subset of WIMAC at the Caribbean level, so there are many more WIMAC organizations in our Caribbean countries. As it relates to this specific team for new technologies for greener shipping, anything that we will do will focus on empowering women who can work with those new technologies and work in the local shipping sector.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Saturday, October 1st, 2022 at 22 hours for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the Berbice River Bridge is expected to be closed at 7 hours 35 on October 1st, 2022, also for a period of 1.5 hours.
West Indies aiming to continue winning ways against New Zealand, and LGC Sanker Auto Spears Golf Tournament to tee off tomorrow. Details of these stories and more in the Sportscast sponsored by Macor coming up on the other side of the break.
Let's celebrate Oreo's 110th birthday together with the limited edition birthday cake flavor and a promotion where you can win a wish valued up to $1 million. To participate, all you have to do is buy Oreo, drop your coupon or receipt into entry boxes, or enter online at www.everydaysnacksgy.com.
We asked two families, which antibacterial soap do you buy?
Any. They're all the same. I always buy Protex. And why is that?
Because Protex reinvented antibacterial soaps. Its formula is fortified with flaxseed oil to boost your skin's natural antibacterial defenses.
And it keeps on working throughout the day. Wow, can I have a Protex? Naturally.
Protex, for the good health of the skin.
Try our virtual sports and win big with so much matches to choose from. Betting starts at $100. Play for your chance to win. Log on to www.superbet.gy or visit any one of our agents to place your bets. Terms and conditions apply. Have fun and play responsibly. Must be 18 and over to play.
Sorry, girl, you want me? Sorry. I'm interrupting y'all.
Marla, I'm here taking the census.
Girl, you done got a husband already, huh?
Yes, I am a census taker, going door to door so that everyone can be interviewed and counted in the National Census 2022.
What is the census though?
Well, the Population and Housing Census is a count of the population and all the buildings every 10 years.
Getting counted transforms an entire nation.
From Region 1 to Region 10.
You know what? I believe our village needs a health center.
I think it needs some roads too. You see the man boots out there out full of mud, eh?
That's why I'm asking Mrs. De Silva a few questions from our questionnaire. We record the answers and then the data is used to help shape the future of the country.
Oh, so the two y'all not...
Oh gosh.
Gold mining can be expensive if you don't have the right tools. Mining requires engines that can pump high volumes of water and slurry, the most tried and tested of which are Doots engines. Doots engines are among the most reliable in the world. Where can you get them? At your #1 industrial solutions provider, Sylvies. We have them in 2 to 6 cylinders, ranging from 23 horsepower to 80 horsepower. Most miners use Doots engines because they're lightweight, use less fuel, and require less maintenance because they are air-cooled. So what are you waiting for? If you can't make it to our 31 High and Hatfield Streets, Georgetown location, we can deliver. Give us a call on 227-6226 or WhatsApp us on 623-7755 or visit our website sylviesonline.com. Sylvies Industrial Solution, proudly serving Guyana for over 4 decades.
At John Lewis Styles, we carry only first quality men's and women's clothing, footwear, and accessories. As authorized dealers, our items come directly from the manufacturing brands and are available in all sizes and colors. What we sell was never on display in another store. It's time you know the truth about what you buy. Come visit us on Waterloo Street. John Lewis Styles. Simply different.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Welsh of the Macor Agriculture Division, representing the Case IH brand. The Case IH has designed, created, and developed the best harvest system for superior quality grain and excellent productivity. The AxoFlow system makes harvesting much easier, regardless of field condition, with a 26% more capacity for transport and distribution of harvested materials, with a discharge tube being 32 seconds faster. That will make it more effective and efficient for you, the customer.